The morning breakfast show. I am Carl with a C. And my wonderful guest in the studio this morning, my special reports. As you know, each Monday I give you very special reports. As I see, got some wonderful people here. So, I've got Nadine. Good morning, Nadine. How are you?
Good morning, I'm good, thank you.
And I've got Yasmin. Good morning, Yasmin. How are you?
Good morning, I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. And you're from BILA Academy,
Yes,
Nadine.
BILA Law Academy.
BILA Academy, yeah. And Nadine, you are a lecturer?
Yes, that's right, I'm a lecturer at BMET.
Okay. So Nadine, let me say good morning.
Good morning.
How was your trip here?
It was good, it wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. How was the football for you? Let me talk about football for a little bit. How did you see the football?
Wow, to be honest, I haven't really been following it up
Yeah.
as much as everybody else.
Yeah. What about you, Yasmin?
I'm more a rugby fan.
You like
didn't
your
watch
rugby.
it.
Yeah, you like your rugby. And so Nadine, you are the co-founder of BILA Law Academy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, my name's Nadine Bila. I am the founder and CEO of BILA Law Academy.
Yeah. And tell us about your journey in creating the academy.
Okay. So my journey began in the legal industry in 2008. So I began my legal journey in the court service. So I worked for Her Majesty's Court Service for 10 years and then also followed up studying law. I went ahead to study law whilst I was still working in the court service, and thereafter had some experience in the private sector as well.
Yeah.
Both private and public sector, and thereafter, as we all know, the pandemic hit, and I was made redundant. And when I got made redundant, my thought was, I've got so much experience, knowledge in the legal sector. I used it as an opportunity. So what could have been a setback was actually an opportunity for, a new challenge, because I looked at my experience. I said, I looked at the gaps that there were, and I felt that there was a lot that needed doing.
Yeah.
And after that, that's when I decided to to create BILA Law Academy to help bridge those gaps.
Yeah. And who exactly is the academy geared towards?
So the academy is going towards aspiring lawyers and law students, because I felt that there was not enough opportunity for especially students from underrepresented or less privileged background in continuing, pursuing their legal careers. And so I felt that also with the less support that there is available when you do go into law firms. So I felt they needed that support, and with all the skills and knowledge that I had, including my own connection in the legal sector. So that's when I decided that more needed to be done. And that's when BILA Law Academy was created.
Yeah. And as I say, why did you get involved with BMET? How do you get involved with BMET, and what you sort of do with them?
Yes, because of my lovely Yasmin, she invited me to do an interview. It was an interview for students, so it was a practice interview for students, and I'm also a director at BILA Legal Services, which is a legal consultancy firm. So I came as a director of that company to interview the student. So yes, that's when I got involved with BMET, and obviously the rest, as they say, is history. Was history.
So let me ask you the big question: how do you get into the academy?
Okay, so in terms of the academy, so we work with colleges, schools, and also there is also opportunity for anybody to register and join the academy, which they can do so through our website. So yes, so it's available for anybody to register.
And when does the term start?
So it's a membership, so it's like a yearly membership which starts from July to August. Yes.
And what does it cost?
The membership, so there's different types of membership because we want to help people at the level and pace that they are. So there are aspiring lawyers membership, which is something like £35 per year, which is really good. And we've also got the trainee lawyers membership as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you say you work with colleges. Who are the colleges you actually work with, and even companies that you work
Yeah.
with?
Yes, so I work with BMET. So BMET, they are our main partners. So we're working together with BMET. And I've also done some work with Warsaw College. And I will be doing some work as well with the University of Law, Birmingham.
So how do you think the academy will help students to sort of join? How do you think it will going forward?
Yeah, so the academy will help a lot because of the experience that it will provide, because the experience will be, you know, the real life experience of what actually goes on in a legal firm, the type of work. So they will have an insight as to the type of work that is involved in the legal field. So they'll have the opportunity to learn how to draft, say, brief to counsel, statement, witness statement. So they'll be able to see the type of work before they actually get there. So I think that will be good for them because it will really help them, you know, prepare themselves for when they join the work industry.
Yeah. So what sort of has been the best highlight for you with the academy?
I think the best highlight has been the partnership with BMET and launching the academy together with the partnership with BMET, which was in May this year. And also, you know, the amazing support that I've received from both Yasmin and Birmingham Metropolitan College has been amazing. So we had a launch event in May, which was really positive.
And you
yes.
started in May?
So yes, in May is when we officially launched, but the academy was registered in 2021.
Yeah. How many students are registered with you?
Okay, so because we also have student members from colleges and also separately those that come to us directly, so there are quite a few because I think we've got a lot from BMET, and every time I'm getting emails, people are registering.
And what would you say? What would you say to students who wants to actually join your organisation?
I would say I know there are a lot of students out there that went and studied law and never ended up doing the work. You know, they gave up half the way because, you know, of the rejection. You know, there's so much rejection when it comes to pursuing a career in the legal sector. I would say don't give up because they spent all their time, effort, money to study law only to be faced with, a door that is shut. So I would say contact us and we will be able to guide you through so that you pursue what you wanted to pursue rather than be put back by all the rejection that there is.
And what is the rate of students who's actually joining your academy? I mean, we are all say ethnic, from a colourful background in most in the studio here. So, what is the take up on that?
So, the academy is open for all students, any background. What we're saying is that our mission is to increase diversity and inclusion in the legal sector because there is a gap. As we say, we are in Birmingham. Birmingham is such a diverse city.
That's right.
But that is not reflected in the legal sector. I can count the amount of black lawyers, should I say, that I know. I can count. I worked in court. And it was really small amount. And I know that there's a lot that have studied it, but they've not actually got to where they wanted to get to because
what do you think that is?
Well, I think more needs to be done because opportunity is not really open and available for those that are pursuing it. Yeah. And more needs to be done because from the work that we're doing, we're also hoping that firms would also, commit to increasing diversity within their own establishment so that they can open doors of opportunities for aspiring lawyers, irrespective of their backgrounds. Yeah.
What about, say, what's the average, say, male or female from, say, an ethnic minority? I don't like using that word, but it's still getting into what is the level between male and female getting to that that race?
I would say the male is quite low as well. So we're actually planning to do an event based on, we'll have male that are in the sector that will be encouraging, the male, especially black male, to pursue the career because the level is quite low. It's really low.
What do you think is so low? I know it's a difficult one.
I think
I know it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I think it's the barriers that there is, and people get discouraged, and also sometimes, as we hear sometimes, the network as well. It's like you kind of need to also be in the network, and sometimes when you don't really have anyone to look up to or to ask, it can become difficult. So I feel that BILA Law Academy is there to provide visible role models, because within BILA Law Academy, there are black male in the legal field. We've recently have a new judge who is Tom Lowell. I've known him, he's been a barrister for many years. He's now been appointed as a deputy district judge. So to us, that's another positive, visible role model in the legal field to support and encourage black male that are pursuing.
So as a successful lady, you must have been through the struggle. What helped you to overcome some of the struggles that you actually go through from coming from that sort of, that sort of feel?
Yeah, I think resilience. So I think with myself is the power of resilience, because I've been knocked back. I've had time when the odds were against me. But I think what kept me going is just the power of resilience, just knowing that I'm able to get up and get up even stronger. So that's what's been keeping me, because if you look at the journey in establishing BILA Law Academy and also BILA Legal Services, it happened at a time when I was made redundant in the middle of the pandemic. I was like, okay. And what I said to myself was, I will not even allow time to worry. Yeah. What I'll have to do is to use what I know, my skills, and put it on paper, and that's what I did. And today, here we are.
Marvellous. In summing up from your point of view, because I'm going to talk to her. In summing up from your point of view, what would you say to me in just summing up about the whole academy and your whole experience and your whole journeys, and how you recruit more students and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I think just to sum up, really, I would say I'll encourage people to look at BILA Law Academy. Because our vision and our mission is to increase diversity and inclusion in the legal sector. We are committed to improve social mobility and increase access to law pathways to support our young people, aspiring lawyers and law students. So we're really trying to balance the scale of opportunities. And we just want people to, live to fulfill their purpose, and we know that there are barriers and setbacks, so we want to say we know that the barriers are there, but you can overcome those barriers, and this is why we're going to go into the colleges, into the university, so that we can deal with the source of the problem, so that when people do leave, they can get that opportunity and actually have be prepared to what it will be expected of them, so that they don't give up. And another thing I haven't mentioned as well is retention. Yeah. So retention can be a problem as well. So where people do get employed, but then people from a certain background do sometimes, don't end up in the job. So it's because of a lot of reasons. So this is why we are helping and working together just to tackle those reasons, because altogether now it's been 14 years in the legal sector. My first job was in the Ministry of Justice and the Court Service. So it's like using those experience and knowledge to help the others.
Marvellous. Thank you. Anything you care to elaborate on before I move on?
No, I think, no. I think I've said more than enough.
Yasmin.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You are the law lecturer.
I am.
Yeah, so tell us a little about that.
So I teach law and criminology at Matthew Bolton College.
Okay.
One of the big parts of my role is also to lead on enrichment. Okay. So I deal with work experience, guest speakers, workshops, which sort of like extends their learning beyond the classroom, so to speak. And that's how I came to meet the lovely Nadine.
And as I say, how long you've been doing this?
Working as a lecturer since 2015.
And what feels that you had to get this partnership together with Nadine?
I'm sorry.
Why did you feel you had to get that as a partnership?
Gosh, well, when I met, I'm very passionate about enrichment. I'm always trying to find something for our students, which is in addition to learning from the textbook, learning from lectures. So I was leading on the HND interviews last year, which is when I met Nadine. I asked her to come in, and when Nadine started to tell me about the Law Academy and everything that, and the vision that she had, I thought, well, this is just what we need. This is it. It was a no-brainer, as they say. We needed it because it would add so much more to our learners' education. It's a lot more wholesome. So you're learning the skills. It's very well knowing the law, but what do you do with the law after you've learnt the law? We can teach our students how to get distinctions, but are they actually ready to work in the legal environment once they leave that place of study? And that's where I thought we need to work together.
Yeah, because my next question was, how will it benefit? How you feel it will benefit students?
Well, it'll give them a more wholesome education. It's not just going to be textbook. When they go into their workplace of work, they'll be able to draft those letters. They'll be able to contact witnesses and discuss coming in, write out their statements. It'll be filling in a gap, a very big gap.
Tell us about some of the activities you have with the academy.
We've got large insight sessions where we've got a group of people from the board, BILA board, coming in to discuss their journeys, networking sessions. We've got workshop sessions whereby students will learn from legal practitioners themselves how to draft solicitors' letters, briefs to counsel, attendance notes, public speaking, which is a must whether you go down the solicitor route or barrister's route, whatever you do within the legal profession. You're going to have to be okay with speaking in public. And mock trials, moots. So we've got quite a comprehensive program of activities planned.
Well, so let me ask you a question. How long does it take you to be a solicitor?
It depends on the route that you take. There's so many different routes now. Traditionally, you do the law degree. After you've done, you've obtained your level 3 qualification, you do your law degree. Then it used to be the legal practice course, but now that's being phased out and replaced by an SQE, which I believe is 2 years as well. And then after that, you've got your 2-year training contract. So you're looking at 3, 4, 7 years.
Okay. I've gathered you work with some big companies as well, like BMW and all that sort of in conjunction. How's that working? How's that going on? And go into some of these big companies.
That's more on the. That's not actually part of the Law Academy itself. I think that might be in relation to the Greater Birmingham Professional Services Academy, whereby they have connections with Deloitte. BMW. Because
I got that in the notes, which I actually had. In summing up, then, what would you say? Why is it a good idea to join the whole academy?
Well, it's something that I would have wanted when I was a law student, because it's giving me way more than the academia. Our students are going to come out with a whole range of skills that's going to set them apart from other people who haven't necessarily completed the program of activities. And it is a course, so we've devised a course. And when they actually get that work experience opportunity, or when they land that role within the law firm or a barrister's chambers, they'll be able to hit the ground running. I think it also it gives students more of an insight into what's involved in the professions, because working as a solicitor is different to working as a barrister. It's an expensive mistake to make, because it costs around about £14,000 per course. If you choose to do the solicitor's course, at the end of it, you feel, actually, this isn't quite right for me. That's a lot of money that you've spent on the wrong course.
And how long is the course?
1 year full-time, 2 years part-time.
Okay. And to sum it up, any information you'd like to share, any more information you'd like to share with us?
Well, if anyone's interested in applying for for membership, they should get in touch. We've got a website, bilaacademy.co.uk, to come through BMET. Our BMET students can contact me in order to apply as well.
Marvellous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, students, let me play a little bit of music, and then I'll talk to you students a little bit later on and get your impression of what is going on. Let me say thank you guys for that wonderful interview. Let me play a little bit of music, yeah? So on the Simone, the morning breakfast show. I am Carl with the C. So we've been talking about BILA Academy. I've got some students now from the academy, and they're going to tell us a little about their course and what they've been up to and how they're enjoying it, and tell us a bit of information. So I'll start with you. And what is your name, please?
Hizia.
Sorry?
Hizia.
Hizia.
Yeah.
Good morning, Hizia. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, and you?
How's your day been? How's your morning been?
It was good.
Don't be nervous. And did you see the football? Let me break the ice. Did you see the football?
I've seen that.
What do you think? What do you think about the football?
I was happy because France won, actually.
You serious?
Yeah.
You just say that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were supporting France?
Yes.
Yes. Why is that then? Why is that? Let me ask you then.
Because I'm French, that's why.
Are you French?
Yeah.
Oh my days. That's marvelous. See, when you talk to people, you see what you get out of them. I never know that. I never do that. So your favorite player is the striker, isn't he? What is his name?
I don't have favorite player, actually.
Yeah.
But I like Mbappe.
Where in France you from?
Paris.
Paris. I got a song called "You Left Me for Paris." It's true. It is true. And you are. Let me say thank you. You're Bilal. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
I'm not too bad. And how long you been a student with the academy?
We just recently joined in May.
Yeah.
And we had a event last month where we were joined with Nadine and a member who works in the Crown Prosecution Services and a family lawyer.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
You get a bit closer, please. Thank you.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So it was a insightful event because it was people from different walks of life.
Yeah.
And just knowing how it is for them in the legal environment. It was a sort of preview for us as people who are starting off our legal career, professions, or education, whatever you call it in a way.
Mm-hmm. Let me go back to you. How did you find the academy?
At the moment, I've just started to join the academy.
Yeah.
But everything that I've done so far, I'm really grateful.
Yeah.
Because it gives me the opportunity to have a step into the law field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you always want to do because you look pretty young, aren't you?
No, I'm 20.
You're pretty young. Of course you're young. You're pretty young, and you want to get to the top of the tree, yeah? Yeah. Marvelous. And I say, how did you find it?
I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah. Marvelous. Let me come to you over here now. What is your name, please?
My name is Kim.
Okay, Kim. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm an England supporter, so I was a bit disappointed about that game.
That game.
I think the ref was a bit hard.
You think everybody said the ref was a bit hard?
Yeah.
Well, I could say, I think I've said this before. I could say, okay, before we move on, I could say, why didn't they start with Marcus Rashford?
Yeah.
He's like the top goal scorer for England, isn't he?
And they completely, I think they botched it a bit.
Yeah, and is your best if you got a goalkeeper, if you got a footballer like Marcus Rashford,
yeah.
it gives you that more option, is it? In starting with the best player instead of leaving him on the bench for like as a substitute. By the time he gets into the game,
it's already over.
Warm up, it's over, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I gotta be harsh as well, because forget the tears. let's forget the tears. I have to be harsh. I think also Kane should have got the penalty.
That was unbelievable,
because
the way it went right.
Yeah, if it's... I'm going to come back to lecture you over this. Because, let me do this. Because if you reach that standard of the game, and you're not in a penalty shootout, and you have, it's different from having a penalty shootout where you are waiting, you run around for 90 minutes, and you are waiting to take a goal, you know what I mean? So it's different. Why didn't he put and you got a goal there. All you have to do is to beat the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
If the goalkeeper save it, then fair enough, he saved it. I've got to be harsh, I tell you. But you can't put it over the bar. You have to give the goalkeeper a chance
I could not believe
to save it. So as I say, that's how I feel about it. Forget the tears. Sorry about that, England. So tell us about your achievements at the academy.
Well, so far we've achieved quite a lot. We've had a lot of events. Like the other day we had a speaking event with about 100 students. They could ask some legal professionals some questions about their area of law and what they wanted to do in the future. And I think a lot of people got a good idea of what they wanted from the academy from that. So I think we can implement those. We can get a lot more people to come along and just have a look, see if they'd be interested.
Yeah. And what era of law you want to go in?
I was thinking somewhere either negligence or criminal. Those are both two good fields. They're very interesting. And negligence, it can get you a bit of money as well.
Explain negligence to me, because, of course, for some of us down here, I don't understand. Explain it to me, please.
Well, something that always interested me about negligence is a lot of it is from common law, which means that a lot of negligence's law isn't made from acts of parliament, but decisions from judges, which means these judges have massive decisions and influence over the law. Yeah. Which is, like, some people say that it's not very fair because they're not as experienced as people who actually make these laws. Yeah. So I'm very interested in how these judges influence and the law and distinguish from other judges, kind of like, the 3 rules of judging. It's hard to explain, but I'm very interested in how common law changes the law differently from acts of parliament.
Marvellous. Would you like to be a judge?
I'm not sure about that. I was thinking about being a solicitor.
Yeah, marvellous. And what era of law you're going to?
We were talking about this in the car on the way, and we were talking about what laws we want to branch out into. Yeah. Now with me, I think some people might find it boring, but I really want to go into family law. Okay. I think family law offers a wide range of cases and different stories where you can help people. Because I was being to this about my mum the other day. I was like, Mum, I'm going to family law, and she was like, is that just divorce? And that's a lot of people have that preconceived, notion that family law is just divorce, but it's so much as child abuse. There's so many things in family law which I want to be a part of and help and probably make a difference. Yeah.
And you can achieve this from the academy you're in?
Yeah, for sure, because the academy isn't just giving us experiences, it's a form of networking, as we mentioned in the event which we did last month, to people who are well networked. That's another skill. It's the skills upon skills that the academy is providing us.
Marvellous. And what about you? What area of law you want to go into?
I was thinking about criminal law or maybe corporate law, but...
Explain criminal law to me, because for those of us who are sort of down here...
Okay, so basically if someone committed an offense, if someone committed an offense, they need
It's okay. Don't worry. You're a bit nervous. Don't be nervous. That's great. And how's the academy helping you? How you find the academy helping you to do that?
Oh, they actually helping us to get a work experience. Yeah. So I think in the future, if after university, it's gonna be like really helpful to know like to acquire like some skills to work in this profession.
Work in a profession.
Yeah.
Marvelous, marvelous. And in summing up, how you enjoying the academy? Each of you, how you enjoying it? How you enjoying it? You enjoying it? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
Especially because obviously when we went to college, it was during COVID. There wasn't a lot of options out there for work experience and things like that. So now that we get this chance, it gives us a bit of stuff to put on our application for university in comparison to all those other students who also got stuck in that being unable to find anything enrichment-wise for university.
And when did you start? When did you start the academy?
We only started in May.
Okay, yeah. And how long was your course?
Our course, well, for my college,
The whole lifetime of your course. Then.
Yeah.
What you wanted? How long you expect your studies to go on for? The whole
a
lifetime.
very long time.
Serious.
Yeah. And even when you're working, you could argue there's so much more to learn. The law is constantly being updated, and it doesn't end just because you finish university.
Okay. And you're from Birmingham?
Well, technically I'm from Bournemouth, but I've lived in Birmingham for a very long time.
And what university did you study at?
Well, I'm hoping to go either BCU or the University of Birmingham, but there are a lot of other great schools here as well, like the Law Academy.
Marvellous. Okay, let me just do this advert and come back to you guys, and then we close it down, yeah? Thank you.
Jingle bells, FM. New style radio.
It's the Monday Morning Breakfast Show. I gotta tell you, the New Star Radio studio is full this morning. It's what we call packed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and myself, and 8 people is in the studio this morning. It's been a great morning because I've been talking to a lot of people from the BILA Academy. Yeah. And BROOKS. Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How's your day been? How's your morning been?
It's been very good. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to be here. So, what is your association with this company?
Well, I actually work for BMET College.
Yes.
And my role is Public Relations and Communications Officer.
Okay.
So it's been a pleasure to work with Nadine and Yasmin and the students.
Marvellous.
To promote and publicise the academy.
And how long have you been doing this?
The job.
Yes.
3 years now.
And how do you find it?
I really enjoy it. Every day's different.
Okay. How did you get into this then?
I actually started off as a journalist.
Okay.
So I started off working for local radio stations and also newspapers as well, for BBC and also stations in London, all over. But then I just decided that I wanted to move into public relations because it's kind of similar to being a journalist, but there's more variety to it. So it's a mixture between journalism and marketing, I'd say.
Marvellous. So you do enjoy it?
I really do, yeah.
And as how you're hoping the whole academy and the whole people that you're working with going forward, how do you see that going?
I think it's going to go from strength to strength.
Yeah.
Nadine's got a good head on her shoulders. She's very motivated. And what I love about her, she's very humble.
Okay.
It comes from the heart and people can see that.
Yeah.
So I do believe that it's going to do very, very well. And the partnership between Yasmin and Nadine is excellent. So when you've got that partnership, it's only going to go great.
Marvellous. Marvellous. Let me say thank you for coming in and sharing this little time with us, yeah?
It's been a pleasure.
Marvellous. So, Nadine, have you got some more information you'd like to share with us? Where we can find you, where we can contact you? Can you just share that bit of information with us, please? It's Monday Morning Breakfast Show. I am Carl with this right here at New Star Radio. Share that little bit of information with us. Let me say thank you for tuning in too. Hope all is well with you guys. Hope you're having a good day. Let's say this is New Star Radio. And you can also check this program up on New Star Radio Live. It is right up there, going live. So, Nadine, tell us where we can find your company.
Yes, so the company is registered at the Lewis Building, 35 Ball Street, Birmingham. And you can get through to us on 0121 809 5719 and also find us at www.bilalaacademy.co.uk. And if you'd like to send us an email, we are at info@bilalaacademy.co.uk.
Marvellous. Well, let me say thank you, Nadine, for coming in and sharing those wonderful stories with us. And I hope you students out there have a listen what was going on this morning and take it in, yeah? And also, Yasmin, let me say thank you. Ebony, let me say thank you. All you guys, students, let me say thank you for coming in this morning. And don't forget, you can catch this program on YouTube, New Style Radio, New Style Radio Live. You can catch the program, it will be there. I'll say YouTube, New Style Radio Live, and the program will be there, yeah? Let me say thank you. Have a great morning, guys. Let me say thank you for tuning in and coming in, talking to us. Yes. Anything else you'd like to say before you go?
Yes, I would like to also say a massive thank you to all the board members at BILA Law Academy. And I've got a few solicitors. I've got Antonia, Kwesi, I've got Abby as well. And I probably won't be able to mention all of them now, but I just want to say a big, massive thank you to all the board members, Marissa as well, that are not here with us today, but I really want to say a big, massive thanks to them.
Yeah, marvellous. Let me say thank you. And feel free to come back and tell us how the academy is doing in the near future, yeah?
Yes,
you're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
No, you're welcome. Let me say thank you. It's Monday Morning Breakfast Show. Let me do this.
Jingle bells. No, I'm joking, man.